Imagine this. You're in a relationship with someone who claims to love you, but behind closed doors, they chip away at your self-esteem with constant criticism and put downs. They isolate you from your friends and family, making you feel like you're completely dependent on them. And no matter how hard you try, you can never seem to do anything right in their eyes. Sounds familiar? If so, you could be a victim of emotional abuse, one of the most deceptive and damaging forms of mistreatment out there. Emotional abuse is a type of psychological manipulation and control that can happen in any relationship, be it romantic, family, or otherwise. The abuser uses tactics like constant criticism, gaslighting, and isolation to gradually chip away at the victim's self-worth and make them feel powerless, dependent, and small. Unlike physical abuse, emotional abuse leaves no visible scars, but that doesn't mean the damage is any less severe. In fact, studies show that the long-term effects of emotional abuse can be just as traumatic, if not more so, than physical abuse. Things like depression, anxiety, PTSD, and even physical health issues are common among victims. The deceptive nature of emotional abuse is what makes it so dangerous and hard to detect. The abuser's tactics are often subtle and manipulative, making it really hard for the victim to recognize what's happening. That's why it's so important to know the signs. And in this video, we're going to cover 7 of the most common red flags of emotional abuse, so you can protect yourself and get the help you need. We'll also talk about the devastating impact emotional abuse can have on your mental health, your self-esteem, and overall well-being. And most importantly, you'll learn proven strategies for healing, rebuilding your confidence, and creating healthier relationships moving forward. By the end of this video, you'll have a deep understanding of emotional abuse, what it looks like, how it affects victims, and what you can do about it. And this knowledge could be life-changing. Let's move on to number 1. Now, one of the most common signs of emotional abuse is constant criticism and verbal attacks from your partner or loved one. They might put you down, mock your appearance, your intelligence or achievements, or make you feel like you can't do anything right. Over time, this constant barrage of negativity can erode your self-esteem and make you start to believe their hurtful words. Secondly, emotional abusers often try to control every aspect of their victim's life. This could look like constant checking in on your whereabouts, limiting your access to money or transportation, or forbidding you from spending time with friends and family. The goal for them is to make you feel dependent on them and isolated from your support system. On the third note, they use gaslighting, which is a form of manipulation where the abuser makes you question your own reality and perception of events. They might deny things they've said or done, accuse you of being too sensitive, or make you feel like you're imagining the abuse. This causes you to doubt your own experiences and sanity over time. And the fourth one is emotional neglect, because not all emotional abuse involves yelling and name calling. Sometimes it's about what's missing, like emotional warmth, affection, and validation from your partner. Emotional neglect can be just as damaging, leaving you feeling alone, unsupported, and unimportant. Now, watch out for this 5th sign, which is stress and intimidation, because emotional abusers often use stress and intimidation tactics to maintain power and control. This could involve threatening to harm you, your loved ones, or even themselves if you don't comply with their demands. The fear and anxiety this creates can be paralyzing. And the 6th one, we have unpredictable mood swings. One minute your partner might be loving and attentive, the next they're lashing out in anger over the smallest things. This emotional volatility and unpredictability keeps you constantly on edge, never knowing which version of them you're going to get. And the seventh sign is minimizing and denying. Because when you try to bring up the abusive behaviors, the abuser might dismiss your concerns, make excuses, or flat out deny that anything is wrong. This minimization and denial can make you question your own experience and feelings, further eroding your confidence and self-trust. The devastating effects of emotional abuse can be truly profound. Over time, the constant put-downs, control, and manipulation can lead to a deep sense of worthlessness, anxiety, depression, and even PTSD. Many victims also struggle with physical health issues, relationship problems, and difficulties trusting others. But perhaps the most insidious impact is on your sense of self. Emotional abuse slowly chips away at your self-esteem and personal identity. You might start to feel like you're walking on eggshells, unable to be your true self around your abuser. This can leave you feeling profoundly isolated, powerless, and alone. The good news is, recovery and healing from emotional abuse is possible. It takes time, courage, and support, but you can regain your sense of self-worth and create healthier relationships moving forward. Now, how do we move forward? We can actually move forward using some key steps in the healing process, and that includes recognizing and validating your experiences. It also includes establishing strong boundaries and learning to say no. Most importantly, seeking professional help like therapy, counseling, or support group. Surrounding yourself with a strong support system and practicing self-care and rebuilding your confidence. It's also important to remember that the abuse was not your fault. You're a survivor, and with the right tools and support, you can break the cycle of emotional abuse and take back control of your life. Emotional abuse is a silent killer that's far more common than most people realize. But by learning to recognize the signs, understand the impact, and take proactive steps towards healing, you can protect yourself and your loved ones. Remember, you deserve to be treated with kindness, respect, and compassion. Don't let an abusive partner or loved one steal your power or your sense of self-worth. With the right knowledge and support, you can overcome this challenge and build the healthier, fulfilling relationships you deserve. So keep your eyes open, trust your gut, and never be afraid to reach out for help. Your journey to healing and empowerment starts right here. If you found this video helpful and enlightening, subscribe, like, share with someone who might need to hear this, and comment below a topic on mental health you like clarity on, and I'll be glad to talk about it. Also, you can watch other personal growth videos from the playlist listed on this video. See you in the next one.